I'm going to show you how to write a check. You might wonder why I should know how to write a check. Bills. Bills are inevitable, and you can't always do an instant transfer, or there's a fee associated. Here's our check from P. Sherman from 42 Wallaby Way, from the Bank of Ronin. We will write today's date. Who knows? In the time of Corona? Just kidding. Today's date is what we'd write on the check, including the year. This is your check's pay-to line. The pay-to line is where you identify the person or business whom you write the check to. We're going to write the check out to Conquer Kings LLC in this case, in the amount of $13.37. There's a dollar box. This dollars box is where you write the numerical amount of the check. So we'll write $13.37 numerically. This is written out and additionally to the line amount, which is below to the pay-to line on the check with dollars at the end. This line is featured next to the dollar box and is provided to you to write out the amount of your check in words versus numerical. So $13.37. You can write cents as a fraction, like I did. In an effort to not allow altering the check, most people put a line in the blank area left. This is the memo or for line. So the memo line is to help you to figure out why you wrote the check and what its purpose was for. On this particular check, face masks. This is the signature line. The account owner endorses the check on the signature line to authorize its use. Your years of cursive will pay off here. If you ever wondered what the numbers at the bottom of the checks refer, go learn today. First one is the bank routing number. It's a 9-digit long number and always starts with a 0, 1, 2, or 3. The next is your bank account number. It would always appear after the routing. Lastly, and this number is the sequential number of your checks. This number allows you to keep track of the checks you write, especially in your ledger. Now let's say you get a check and you want to endorse it. Endorsing is when you write your name on the back. The name signed on the back of the check needs to match the payee, the name written on the front of the check. Most checks have a 1.5-inch section to write in. This section known as the endorsement area. The person receiving the check needs to endorse it. The person who wrote the check already signed the front. And if you ever flip through a checkbook, you'll see this large section is known as the ledger or the register. You write down every transaction that occurred in the checkbook register. You can also do this electronically if your bank allows it, but there'll be a slight delay between writing the check and it being cashed, so you should keep record of it somewhere. This will also help prevent bouncing a check, which is when there's not enough money in the account to cover the balance of the check, which will cause a lot of fees. When you receive your monthly bank statement, review it and compare it to your checkbook register. Place the check marks next to the items that match. If you have a transaction that doesn't appear on your statement, the transaction may still be pending and yet to be processed. When people talk about balancing a checkbook, it's to make sure that what matches on the statement matches your register and account for any of those missing pieces. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see or hear about.